Hello, this is Buono, and today I'd like to explain strategies for engineers in the AI era. So, as you know, we are in the AI era. With AI rapid advances day by day, and so we have to catch up with it. Otherwise, we will drop from these harsh competitions. So, since I'm an engineer, IT engineer, I've been thinking what should I do from now in the next. So because IT engineer said that one of the profession that is replaced by AI easily. Of course, AI don't replace us very immediately, but in the near future, I'm not sure it will be. So 2 years later, or 3 years later, I don't know, but sooner or later the future will come. Okay, so I'm thinking, so what should I do now? Okay, then so I realized 3 strategies for the future for us. And so I don't say this is a conclusion. And so this is just an intermediate thought as of now. Okay, so let's start from the first strategies here. Shift your expertise to requirements definition or basic and detailed design. I put this very brief diagram here. This is a flow of IT development, software development. The software development starts with requirements definition, and then next basic and detailed design is held and conducted, and then implementation, and finally test. And then the software has fixed. Then the first strategy is focusing on here. So requirement and definition and basic and detailed design. Strategy 1 is saying we have to have a strength of this upper flow. So because thanks to AI, this implementation phase can be very easier than the past. So that in other words, that means in this phase, skilled IT engineer is increased, is very increasing day by day. So this is not a bottleneck of this flow. For now, this implementation phase is a bottleneck of this flow because so implementation takes a lot of time to make a code and review something. So this was a bottleneck. But in the AI era, this is not bottlenecks. The bottleneck shifts from here to the upper flow, upper stream. So you have to do these things, and you have to these things. The importance of this upper stream becomes more important than ever. So in this strategy, you have to have a strength of this upper stream. Then next strategy 2 is focusing on here. Spread your expertise at the implementation phase. As I said in the last slide, so implementation importance is becoming decreasing. But it doesn't mean implementation is is vanished. It's vanishing. Of course, implementation is needed to make software. If we want to view here this phrase because of your preference, I know the coding and the breathing software is very interesting. I like this phrase very much. If you have a preference like me, so your strategy. The strategy of AI era is spreading your expertise at the implementation phase. This phase, in the past, if you are a backend engineer, you have a skill like Python and Django. In AI era, you should spreading that region. So, for example, you have to do front end implementation as well as back end, maybe infrastructure. Building infrastructure is also included. By doing so, you will obtain your strengths and you will be a person who is very wanted by someone or by a client. Okay, next is the last strategy. So shift your expertise to electronic or mechanical and so on. It means a real world skill. So as I said in the very beginning of this video, AI rapidly advances. But theoretically thinking, so AI studies from the existing document or software code. It means AI has the strengths for the virtual world, including software. But for real world point of view, AI is still weaker than the human skill. So electric and mechanic is just example of real world. So please imagine robotics. So robotics needs very many real world skill, and so you have to move something by using motor. So robotics has a movable part, and AI robotics requires low electrical noise level and so on. And this real world skill is very human mind skill. So AI doesn't know the detail of that skill. So these are regions that human have to do. So I recommend you to have expertise for this world, for this real world skill. Then let me go to summarize. Today I explained the strategy for engineers in the AI era, and I suggested the three strategies: shift your expertise to upper phase. The keyword is upper phase, and implementation. Spread your expertise if you want to be implementation phase, or shift your expertise to real world. Okay, thank you for that's all for today. Thank you. Bye bye. On this channel, I post videos that explain the essential knowledge and tools that electronics beginners should acquire. You can learn these basics from scratch. If you're just starting with electronics projects, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I also welcome your comment on the good button on this video. Wishing you a wonderful experience with your electronics projects.